Hey friends, it's Amy, owner and curator of Yoso Boho. Welcome to February's second Unlive sale. This is just a continuation of last week where I brought spring because I think we're all ready for it. Lots of Easter. So if you have an open box from last week's sale, some of these things may appeal to you. Also, just some other non-Easter but springy things in the mix. So I'm going to jump right into it. If you do not know the rules, please find them in the information box below. Talks about shipping, talks about how I shut these down, the timing, all of that. Please be aware of that because when it comes to the end of the sale, that'll be important. And if you have any questions in addition to that, please email me. Here's my email address. Hit me up there. All right, let's get into this with item number 1. Item number 1 is a very fancy egg. I love the design on this. It has like a bohemian kind of artsy, almost Art Nouveau kind of look to it. The colors are fantastic. And you can see it has very fancy gold feet and it's a trinket. I do not know who made this. It does not have any markings or any stickers on the bottom, but I can tell you it's a very fine porcelain. It's very pretty. And if you love it, it is item number 1. Let's call it the fancy egg trinket. And I'm going to start this one off at just $6. Item number 2 is this very cool Dreamlights votive holder. I had never seen these before until I found this one. And then I thought, wow, that is really wild. So it is glass. It is filled with that very strange jelly, but real, like, I don't know if they're real. They might be faux, probably faux, plants and sometimes fruit. And the bubbles that kind of form around them, very cool. So I didn't even know these were a thing, but apparently they are. And here is the information on the bottom. It actually is springy because it is the only thing between my finger and that jelly kind of whatever it is. So yeah, and it has its original sticker on it. Let's try it really quick without the light just so you can see the bubbles. Yeah. How cool is that? This is item number 2. We're going to call this the Dreamlight candle holder. And I'm going to start this one off at $7. Item number 3 is this gorgeous Capodimonte piece. I sold a Capodimonte piece in last sale and I talked about this one. This one is quite different. It's very artsy. It's not glazed throughout. It's kind of bisque with a little bit of glaze, kind of highlighting things. Let me come in here and show you how detailed this is. You got birds on here, on these branches, and all these little flowers. And just like last week's, I could not find damage on this one. There may be. If there is, I have not found it. Take a look at all the edges and all the flowers and all the petals. It's crazy detailed. I love the birds and I absolutely love the coloration of this piece. It just pops. Here is the Capodimonte stamp on the bottom. Item number 3, this is the Capodimonte birds, and I'm going to start them off at $16. Item number 4 is this fantastic dish. This is handmade, and it is marked on the back, handcrafted proudly in Ohio. I don't know who made this. It doesn't have an artist signature other than that. So somebody who has a stamp and does these beautiful dishes made this, but yeah, I have no idea who. At least we know where it's made. It sits rather flat like that. It's not very deep. It sits kind of flat like that, but it is so detailed and it's in this gorgeous yellow. And then look at right here, the detail that they added of this little ladybug. How cute is that? I can totally see it being part of a centerpiece or being used as a dish to serve something. This is item number 4. Let's call this the big yellow leaf and the tiny ladybug. And let's start this one off at $9. Item number 5 is a Grace's Teaware teacup. Denise, I know you won the first one in the first sale. This one is slightly different. I thought they might be kind of matchy-matchy. They're not. This one has a scalloped, you can see it's not like a round, it's a scalloped shape. They're both extraordinary. They are very high quality, so they could be displayed together. I just wanted you to know that they're slightly different shape. This one has birds. Very, very pretty, wispy, artsy birds. Isn't that gorgeous? And you can see this one's still in its original wrapper. So I can't take it apart to show you the under dish, but you know what? I will put up a picture right here. You can see what the whole thing looks like. This is item number 5. We will call this the Grace's Teacup number 2. And we will start this one off at $7. Item number 6 is this gorgeous old Heisey glass cheese dish. It is a custard glass. It has some gold details. Now, not all the gold is perfect, although it looks pretty good on the top. There is at least one place right here where there's a little gold missing. It's not chipped or anything, it's just the actual gold paint is missing. Old things, you know, sometimes the paint does fade. The cool thing about this piece too is it does glow if you shine a light through it. Really hard to see with any lights on. It's just a light glow, but definitely has a glow, which is cool. And that is a beautiful hand-painted rose. It goes all the way around there, and then there's a little piece here in the back. Fantastic, right? Nice old piece of glass. If you're a fan of Heisey glass, you can put a nice cheese ball in here. Everybody will be like, ooh, you're fancy. This is item number 6. We will call it the Heisey glass cheese dish. And I'm gonna start this one off at $12. Items number 7. You're gonna get 2 things. They are not vintage, I don't think. I think this one, in fact, might be like a Hobby Lobby. It is missing most of its tag from the bottom. I just love the way it looks with the long feet and the really tall ears. Has a very neat quality about it, that distressed kind of primitive look. So he's gonna come with a little buddy. It was marked here, Susie. So this one is probably vintage. It's in this little wheelbarrow. He's like showing off his eggs. He's got one up in the air. And you can see it's a little bobblehead. So he's like a little miniature Easter Bunny bobblehead. Really fun. They're gonna come together, this little resin bunny duo. You will find them down below under number 7. Let's call them the resin bunnies. And let's start them off at $6. Items number 8. Again, 2 things. I kind of felt like they should come together because they have a very similar look. This is a cotton ball holder. This one has a nice little plastic cork here in the bottom. You put all your cotton balls up in there. Now these came with him, so probably want to take them out and put your own fresh cotton balls in there. But you pack them full of cotton balls, and then you can pull them out one at a time through his hole right here, which just so happens to be where, you know, a bunny would have a big cotton tail. I imagine that this little dish could sit with him. So say you have a vanity where you use cotton balls, this would just make the greatest little trinket dish. Put some perfumes on there or whatever your little heart desires. This is a Department 56 dish, and look at all the beautiful bunnies around the outside. This one is stamped and it has a sticker for Department 56. And this guy, he has his original Made in Japan sticker. Both of these I think are vintage. Don't you think they have to stay together? These are items under number 8, and we will call them the white cotton bunny and the white bunny dish. And I'm gonna start them off at $8. Items number 9. Again, I just thought that these went together. And this is kind of new and old. So the bowl with this beautiful little ceramic wooden spoon is made by Mud Pie. And if you watch, you know that I love finding Mud Pie stuff. It's so well made and it's usually really beautifully designed, kind of clever. And this one just feels like spring. It's got a yellow inside. It's got this really neat pattern, blue, a little bit of green, and it comes with a little serving spoon. This is an older ceramic. This is made by Albert Kessler, and I think it's just gorgeous. No cracks, no chips. I don't even think there's any crazing on this piece. I don't know if this is a carrot or a writing utensil, or it could be a carrot-shaped writing utensil. They're just gonna come together. She's gonna come right in there with that spoon. If you want this little combo, you will find them down below. Item number 9, let's call them the vintage bunny in the Mud Pie bowl. And let's start this combo off at $9. Item number 10, I found at some point last year. I had many requests for them and I was going to keep them. I ended up putting them somewhere and then forgetting about them, and I stumbled on them when I was pulling together stuff for these sales. I guess since I wasn't missing them, they can go live with someone else. There is one that has an issue right here. It's a white on white chip, but it is chipped. You see it? It's still very usable. They're made in Norway. I don't know exactly how to pronounce this. It's like Figjo Flint. But yes, they are fantastic and they are little egg dishes. What I love about them is if you put the egg here, you could put some salt here or some sort of little spices. They're just the fanciest little dishes. And they stack like that, which I love. If you think these are great too, you will find them down below. Item number 10, let's call them the Norway egg dishes. And let's start them off at $8. Item number 11 is another Czech chick. Now, I know who bought the first one. Janine, if you need a second one, here he is. This one is perfect. I know the last one had a little bit of cold paint missing on one side. This guy does not have that situation. He is good. Here's the marking underneath. Again, this came out of my grandmother's things. If you love him, you will find him down below. Item number 11, we will call him the Czech Chick 2. And I will start him off at $6. Item number 12 is awesome. This, I believe, is a Hallmark piece. Now, this one is pre-owned. It is pretty clean, but there's a little bit of maybe gray from where he was sitting before. Be ready for this. I don't know why I'm so thrilled by these things, but whoever creates them is like a mad genius. The fact that that deep voice came out of the frog and the little animated chicks. Anyway, you can see it works perfectly fine, and it needs to sit somewhere so that somebody's grandchildren can play with it. and enjoy it. If you love this bun with the basket of chicks and frogs, you'll find them down below. Item number 12. I would call this the animated Hallmark Bunny and Friends. And we will start this one off at $9. Item number 13 are 4 of these adorable pig napkin rings. Look at the little details, little flower wreaths around their necks. They're a porcelain, very shiny. And yes, there are 4 of them. They do not have any indication on them of who made them, but when I Google Lens them, it suggested Town and Country. They're all great. They don't have any chips, cracks, crazing, and they're awful cute. If you need these little porkers on your table, you can find them down below. Item number 13, let's call them the Floral Piggy Napkin Rings. And let's start them off at $4. Item number 14 is this bowl that we found when we were traveling this past summer. Now, this is made in Germany. The mark here says holiday, and then you can see right here some initials. That is the initials of the artist who painted. Are you ready for it? This. These little anthropomorphic ducklings, perfect for sitting out with some jelly beans or chocolates or something. Imagine as they eat them, they're going to discover these ducklings underneath there and they're going to say, oh my gosh. I also have a couple of pics that I'm going to throw in with this little bowl. They are flocked. You have your bunny and then this little chickie who you know I love because he has little closed eyes. He looks like he's blowing you a kiss. So those little guys are going to come with this bowl. You will find these guys down below, item number 14. Let's call it the Duckling Bowl and Picks. And let's start this off at $8. Item number 15, also multiple things. So first, this beautiful plastic craft basket. Somebody did a bang up job on this. I love the simplicity of it and the fact that the only 2 colors they used were this yellow and the tiniest little orange dots there in the middle of the flowers. Very well constructed little basket, perfect for a centerpiece or a gift. And then you'll notice I stuck a little pin in here. This is a 1983 little enamel bunny pin, and look, he's got a tulip. Just thought that that could just stick right in there, come right along with it. And then this little sign says, emotional support plant. Life can be tough sometimes, but remember, so are you. And I just thought that would be a great little addition to an Easter basket or just a little gift. Put it in a mug because it would almost sit right down in the mug and be a little surprise. So that's going to come in this little yellow basket. This is item number 15. Let's call it the Crafted Basket. And let's start this one off at $8. Number 16 is this gorgeous piece of glass. Now, originally I thought this was Empoli because it has this beautiful optic, but normally when I find Empoli, it's very thin, it's very lightweight. This has a kind of heavy quality about it. Here's the optic in it. Can you see how wonderful that is? And like I said, it has a nice thicker stem and the color of this is wow. It is like an icy blue and it's just fantastic. You can put something in here, maybe your chocolates or your bonbons, and that would be a beautiful thing on a table. You could also put some water in here and maybe float a floating candle. And then I had some really neat ephemera, and this little piece just kind of felt like it should go with this. And it was given out as an advertising piece by the Monumental Life Insurance Company. It has Band-Aids in it. The original from whenever this was printed. I'm guessing sometime between the 20s and 40s. It's pretty incredible, and it's really cool that the Band-Aids are still in there. So This is gonna come with your gorgeous piece of glass. I will have these down below as item number 16. Let's just call this the gorgeous icy glass. And let's start this off at $10. Item number 17 is another piece of glass. It is a frosted piece of glass. Look at how the light picks up on that. The unique thing about it is the bird's head is turned around, like he's looking back. And that was unique. I didn't find anything else like that. He's very, very well made. He has a wonderful weight to him. I would even call him a paperweight because he is heavy. He's got a very nice smooth pontil. And he's in wonderful shape. Just a really beautiful little piece of art glass. If you like him, you can find him down below. Item number 17, let's call him the frosted art glass bird. And let's start him off at $9. Item number 18. Now, before you get all excited about this, because yes, he's exciting. This one also has a flaw. It has a chip, again, white on white, right here in the front of the bowl. And I went ahead and put this grass in here so I could show you that it completely covers it up if you put eggs, maybe grass and eggs in it. But right here, see it? He's a Mr. Christmas, and these are kind of spendy. If you know, you know. He also lights up. The bottom of this ceramic holds 2 AA batteries, and it's a little luminary. It's kind of wild, right? If you put some grass in it, and I will include the grass with him because is this not like the perfect color grass for him? It matches his little jacket. But if you put some grass in him, you're never going to see from the inside or the outside that it has a chip. And then, of course, I got to add something. So I found these 2 little resin guys. And I think these guys are Eddie Walker pieces because I believe this was attached to one of them. So Eddie Walker artist pieces. But it's just this tiny little egg-shaped bear and this tiny little egg-shaped chick. I put them in the basket, you know, because you'd have something in there, eggs or something in there. This is item number 18. We will call it the Mr. Christmas dish. And I'm going to start this one off at $7. Item number 19. I swear to you, if I was a grandma, I would force one of my grandkids to wear this adorable apron while doing their eggs. So here is the apron. It's this little polka dot chick. The face is like up here. So cute. And I'm going to put this little vintage mini bunny with it because it fits right here in the pocket. How ridiculous, right? Look at the ruffle. It goes all the way around. It's just unbelievably cute. Now, it does have a tag on it. It says it is by the Blossoms and Blooms Boutique. So it's not a handmade number, although it looks like one. This is item number 19. Let's call it the chick apron. And let's start this one off at $5. Last but not least, we have the mystery tin. This one is adorable. Mom and I found this recently. Look at the graphics on this. This one is a Bristol ware, and it's got bunnies all around it and on top. So stinking cute with the handles. So this would make on its own a really great gift or a little Easter basket. Or you can just set it on your shelf because look at how it displays. It's super cute. Now, I have a couple of things that I found that I thought I would add to the sale somewhere. So they're being added to the mystery box. These are the only things you'll know that are in there. All the rest of it is going to be curated for you. But These were just too fun. Paco fun. I like right here, this one says you can make critters out of your egg cartons. Look at that guy. So these will be in there. And then this little piece is flexible wire for your pearl or bead necklaces. But look at the graphic on there. Isn't she gorgeous? And she's just in a really pretty spring green. So those are going to come in your box. Now, obviously, they're not going to fit in your box. So your box is going to be bigger than this box. That's just how it goes. Because I never have enough room inside the tins. I need to get much more. These are curated. If you have not had one in the last 90 days, you are open to make me an offer on this one. I start them at $1 and I charge £1 shipping because I determine the weight of them. So that's only fair. I also like to put 2 to 3 times the value of what the highest offer is. That's how that works. The sale is now open. All the things that you have seen are down below. They're all listed by number. All you have to do is go down and find them, and then underneath them, make me an offer. That's how it works. This sale ends this Saturday, February 21st at 10 p.m. my time Eastern. And I will get all of your invoices out by that Sunday, so the 22nd. I usually send them out even, by midnight. I'm sending them out on the 21st. Thank you so much. I will see you in tomorrow night's video. Until then, please take care.